Hi, my name is Brandy Moore, and I just celebrated 7 years of being cancer-free. But like many of you, my cancer journey didn't start with just me. It started long before my diagnosis and will absolutely continue for years to come. See, I'm not just a survivor. I was also a caretaker and a loved one who had to hear that those I loved most in the world had cancer. I sat by my aunt's bedside while she lived her final moments after fighting a battle with lung cancer. I watched my grandma fight her battle with throat cancer and win, but wasn't able to survive the treatment. I witnessed my other grandma battle breast cancer and amazingly survived and is still here with us today. I attended Relay for Life events, donated money, and supported my family the best I knew how. But it wasn't until I was actually diagnosed with cancer myself that I truly understood the impact that the American Cancer Society and people just like us could have. You see, without people like you raising awareness, fundraising, making incredible donations, and fighting for the cause, I wouldn't be here today. I would have missed out on so much over these past 7 years. My life changed one day back in 2015, September 1st, a day that will live in my heart forever. I was the mom to a beautiful blue-eyed boy and happily 15 weeks pregnant with my youngest son. I was teaching an incredible group of students and loving every minute of it. But then I got the dreaded phone call. Some of us know that phone call. Hi, Brandy, this is the doctor calling, but with your results, but he would actually like to talk to you in person. My amazing friend was there in my classroom with me as I cried and scared of what I might hear when I went in. And so I headed to the doctor, completely terrified, and heard those words, "You have cancer. You have cancer." Who knew 3 little words could turn my life upside down and change its trajectory completely? This was such a surreal moment for me. I wasn't quite sure how to react to the news. I mean, what do you do with that? Do I cry and scream? Do I laugh out of sheer nervousness and fear? Do I run out of the doctor's office and never look back? No, I mean, I didn't have a choice. I was a fighter. I had to fight. And besides, it wasn't just about me. I had my unborn child to think about and consider. I needed to be around to watch my boys grow into men. I had absolutely no intention of going anywhere. My world began to fill up with doctor's visits and lots and lots and lots of tears. So many questions running through my head, so many decisions that needed to be made for me and my child. I felt completely unprepared, but I did what I do best and began to research. I talked to my grandma about her treatment and diagnosis as she, had also survived breast cancer. I turned to the American Cancer Society at cancer.org and found the most up-to-date information about treatment options for breast cancer, as well as other survivor stories that helped to keep me motivated as I was going through the process. 6 weeks after my diagnosis, at 21 weeks pregnant, I headed to the hospital for the removal of my right breast through a mastectomy. Heading into that operating room was one of the most lonely and scary moments of my entire life. It was just me and my baby, and I had to be the strong one. I had to stay positive and fight. There's this old saying that says, you don't know how strong you are until you have no choice, and that really could not have been more true than in that very moment. As they put me under, I talked to my baby and I let him know that we would make it out okay. I would protect him the best that I could, and the doctors would handle the rest. 2 weeks after that surgery, I talked to the doctors again and heard the best 4 words: "You are cancer-free." But they also gave me some interesting information. In the 6 weeks between my diagnosis and surgery, the cancerous tissue in my breast had more than doubled in size. The cancer had not spread, but it was growing at a rapid rate. If I had not found the lump and been so proactive, my outcome would have been completely different. I had saved my own life. I was a fighter long before I knew I had to be. Because of this, I did not have to do chemo or radiation. The surgery had been enough to rid my body of cancer. This was the absolute miracle that I had fought for. 4 months later, I had a very different surgery. My son Griffin was born with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. He was a healthy 8 pounds, 13 ounces. And while I had already received the news of being cancer-free, I truly feel that both Griffin and I became survivors the day he was born and took his first breath. We had been fighters and had made it through this insane ordeal together. Fighting was the only option I had when I heard my cancer diagnosis. I knew I had my family and doctors on my side, but I was truly the only person who would fight for me and my unborn son. Thankfully, I was already fighting and was proactive in getting my lump checked. Please do not wait on getting routine checkups. Please follow up with doctors if you're experiencing any type of symptoms. And please, please, please get your screenings on time. If I hadn't, I know for certain that I would not be here today. My pregnancy would have fed my cancer and the cancer would have won. But instead, I'm here, very healthy and cancer-free, and sharing my story with you. My children are fabulous. Walker, my beautiful blue-eyed boy, is nearly 13 and almost as tall as I am. And my baby isn't a baby anymore. Griffin is 6 and as sweet as can be. They both have their mom because of fundraising by people like you, because of ongoing cancer research, because of the American Cancer Society. We cannot let cancer win. We cannot let cancer win. This is why I participate in Relay for Life. We have to fight for ourselves and our loved ones. We have to be proactive and listen to what our bodies are telling us. We have to support each other through ACS programs like Reach to Recovery, Look Good, Feel Better, and Road to Recovery. We have to fight for a cure through monetary donations and investing in groundbreaking research. Fight for more birthdays. Fight for a day where cancer is non-existent. I will keep fighting along with you because we cannot let cancer win. Thanks.